Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And that one's good.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Now, here's Curry, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Green passes to Bogut. Back to Green. Feeds it to Curry. Inside. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Chris Paul. Curry attacking. It's tipped. Bogut kicks to Green. Thompson dishes to Bogut. Out to the right wing. Here's Curry. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Picked by Griffin. Paul against Thompson. Picked by Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Paul against Curry. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Thompson. Here's Barnes. There's the dish to Green. Kicks it to Bogut. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Redick passes to Paul. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Green slams it in.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Warriors leading by 3. Barnes kicks to Bogut. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points so far. The drive by Paul. Johnson outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Curry. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Griffin. Green with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Clippers trail by 5. Paul outside. Picked by Griffin. Another miss by Griffin. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Griffin. The 9-foot shot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Griffin's got 5 points so far. Warriors leading by 5.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense. He also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
Here's Reddick following the basket by Blake Griffin. On, here comes Curry all alone. Finished off the break. He's got 7.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Going back to Chris Paul, if you could build a point guard from scratch, Clark.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Johnson dishes to Jordan. Paul passes to Griffin. That misses off the backboard.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Bogut with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Green against Griffin. Green kicks to Bogut. Over in the corner, Barnes. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Johnson in the corner. Puts up a 3. And that's collected by Bogut.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Barnes against Reddick. It's Curry outside, and it's good. Curry's got 10 points.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word that just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Iguodala up top. He's guarded by Stevenson. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State moving it around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Count that one. And 12 points for Steph Curry. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Livingston passes to Azili. Here's Rush. He's guarded by Stevenson. down low. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners. None more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats. Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Here is Livingston, defended by Paul. Livingston passes to Looney. Here's Ezeli. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And it's Paul penetrating. Fires from 14. No good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here is Livingston, defended by Paul. In the corner, Iguodala with it. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, Stevenson. Pierce, wide open, he fires. The shot misses. So Golden State will take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
In the corner, it's Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Jamal Crawford.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He's guarded by Stevenson. The pass to Looney. There's the pick. Pass to Livingston. Iguodala kicks to Rush. Another 3 for Golden State.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Phoenix.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Golden State. And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier he wants.
Expectations are good.
Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he?
Yeah,
it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for Doc? I mean, he's the ultimate players coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for. He's played the game, and he's a tremendous communicator.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. He kicks it to Griffin. Counted, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from J.J. Redick.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Curry dishes to Thompson. And Bogut slams it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Barnes. Rebound by the Clippers. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. The feed to Reddick. Can't hit. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And they will call over the back on the play.
That's his second personal.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Stevenson outside. Right side, Griffin. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Barnes passes to Green. Dishes it to Curry. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Bogut. No good with the layup.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Reddick with it. Picked up by Thompson. Outside Jordan. And it's sent back by Bogut. Green kicks to Curry. The three. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 15.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Stevenson dishes to Johnson. Stevenson, a screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. Jordan the pass to Stevenson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Griffin.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Green kicks to Thompson. Bogut dishes to Curry. Barnes passes to Green. Golden State moving it around. Here's Thompson. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Stevenson against Curry. Goes up off the pick. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Good. Green's got 8 points.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Stevenson kicks to Reddick. Passes it to Griffin. From 13, Green with the block, but he stays with it. And the wide open shot from Reddick. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 5. Inside, here's Barnes. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Reddick with it. 23 points for him the last game against Phoenix. Griffin dishes to Stevenson. "16 feet away. They get it again. He feeds it to Reddick. Outside Griffin. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Reddick for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry attacking. Open shot, Green, good, and Curry gets the assist. And now a 9-point Warrior lead. You know, in Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Green against Griffin. Here's Redick. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Warriors call it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Good!
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Clippers trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Paul passes to Pierce. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
To the inside, Azili, and he dumps it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Paul goes in. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. It's deflected. Now here's Paul. He's got 5. There's a good screen. Amute, a screen on Iguodala. Shot off the pick. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Crawford.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Azili kicks to Barbosa. Pass to Livingston. Just 4 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Iguodala against Paul. Iguodala kicks to Barbosa. And stolen by Jordan. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Paul can't get it to go.
And, you know, going back to Azili, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gifts, watch out. Watch out.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And a footnote to Azili, one of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Azili's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Azili keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Iguodala, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Crawford kicks to Paul. Back to Crawford. From the line, the Warriors pull it in.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Rush dishes to Barbosa. To the paint. Here's Ezeli. Puts up the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Mbaamuta. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there. And what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Here's Paul, and that one's good. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Livingston passes to Ezeli. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here is Livingston. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Rush outside. Can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And the basket by Pierce.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
They set the screen. Feeds it to Rush. Top of the key. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 10. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Crawford, and that one's on target from the wing. Crawford's got 4 this quarter. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here is Livingston. Got it off in time. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock runs out.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far? Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers? And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the 3 as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. It's Bogut with the drive. Takes it off the glass. Bogut's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Curry against Paul. Now the dish to Griffin. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. Ball's knocked loose. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And taken away by Johnson. Jordan kicks to Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Here's Johnson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Knocked loose and stolen by Barnes.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Paul dishes to Reddick. Fires the three. Good. Reddick's got 7 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
On the wing, Green, defended by Griffin. Here's Thompson. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Kevin, well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. Second in scoring, second in field goal percentage, and they were number 2 in fewest turnovers. An outstanding job by this team taking care of the ball, squeezing the orange.
And you go back to their offensive output last season, they put points on the board in a big way, an entertaining style with a bevy of offensive weaponry.
They get it back. Outside for Curry. Buries it from 3-point range. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Paul kicks to Griffin. It's stolen by Green. Barnes passes to Thompson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Curry with the steal. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
The drive by Paul.
Looking at the game for Paul, he has 12 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
And the Clippers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 11-3 run. Curry kicks to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Thompson with the bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Paul kicks to Redick. Curry with the steal. He dishes it to Bogut. Green, the pass to Curry. Six on the shot clock, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And a moment now to see the numbers for Bogut. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Yeah, you know, you want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. Don't lose ground. He definitely keeps them solid up front.
On defense, Golden State, 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Thompson misses.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Redick with the bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Curry dishes to Barnes. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by Thompson. Clippers trail by 12. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barnes kicks to Thompson. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Paul with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from J.J. Redick.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
It's Curry with the drive. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Barnes sets a screen for Green. Thompson in the corner. 5 on the clock. Back to Green. Griffin with the steal. Redick against Green. Nobody near Stevenson. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Curry against Redick. Iguodala, the pass to Ezeli. To the middle, kicks it out to Iguodala. Ezeli dishes to Green. 3 on the clock. Here's Curry. The Clippers grab the miss. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Redick against Curry. Elbow shot is on the way. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from J.J. Redick.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
And he gets the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Stevenson kicks to Pierce. Crawford, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Warriors leading by 14. Green left side. And Curry has it in the corner. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Azili. No good. Nice D from Crawford. Curry outside. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 8 rebounds in this game. Redick with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Pierce for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Iguodala's got 5 now. Clippers trail by 16. Curry brings the double. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Shoots from the right block, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Griffin's got 6 here in this quarter.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Lance Stevenson. Livingston passes to Green. Kicks to Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. 5 on the clock. Nobody near Barnes. And he gets it to go from the corner. Barnes has got 8 points.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now, here's Redick. He's guarded closely. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Crawford. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Warriors leading by 16. Barnes dishes to Green. The pass to Livingston. All alone. And it's Golden State with another.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Pass to Redick. Fires the 3. Can't hit. So Golden State will take it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Green. And good. He got the angles that time as it falls. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Crawford outside. He kicks to Redick. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 20. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Johnson out there with Luke and Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thompson with the bucket.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And it's Paul penetrating. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Iguodala, the pass to Green. Back to Iguodala. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Shot clock at 5. Now the feed to Green. Iguodala left side. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Paul against Curry. Paul goes in, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Took him no time at all on that one. Yes. And that's 12 points for Jamal Crawford. And with the three-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great, Adam Clark. All 4 of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in 3.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in a season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green with a screen on Crawford. Dishes to Iguodala. Johnson against Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers trail by 17. Jordan the screen. Paul dishes to Crawford. Paul a screen on Curry. Crawford against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Bogut. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Curry attacking. And Jordan sends it back. Ball against Thompson. For the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Curry. Passes to Bogut. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he gets it to go. 19 points for Draymond Green.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Paul kicks to Crawford. He feeds it to Jordan. Back to Crawford. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 14 points for Crawford. Timeout called the Warriors.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Griffin with the steal. Johnson outside. Johnson draws the double. With the fadeaway. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. Green with the block. On the wing, Iguodala, guarded by Crawford. The drive by Green. Down low. Bogut. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
It's Curry with the drive. From the arc. Good. Curry's got 26.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Paul against Curry. Out to Thompson. 3-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Thompson's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Warriors.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here's Griffin. Shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Griffin with the steal. Johnson at the elbow. Good defense by Iguodala.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Shoots. Chris Paul grabs the miss. The Clippers shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Jordan the screen. Paul is doubled. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Thompson. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got his 7th assist here tonight. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
And Griffin slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Curry passes to Bogut. Green left side. Feeds to Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got 24 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Clippers shooting in this game 45%. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Griffin dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Paul. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Green. And it's 8 points for Andre Iguodala.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Here's Crawford. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Green against Jordan. Green kicks to Curry. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot. And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. The drive by Paul.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Green, no luck. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field part for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Mba Amute with the steal. Paul against Barbosa. Right wing. Here is Mba Amute. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Assisted, Chris Paul.
Golden State's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Green. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Both shots good from the stripe. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And it's the Clippers' ball. Paul kicks to Pierce. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Livingston. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Looney, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green. A triple-double from him, and that tells a big part of the story of this game. Just an outstanding game in so many ways for him. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.